In this video, we're going to give you a behind-the-scenes look at our multicam live stream setup.
I'm Mike Harvey.
I'm Nathaniel.
And we're going to show you kind of behind the scenes of a little bit of what we do with MLH Productions. We run a few shows, but this is the set for one of our shows, Lunch Break.
Yep.
We talked about this being in different layers, right?
Yeah, basically we've kind of broken it down to five basic layers of what we do here.
So we have set design.
Yep. Lighting, sound,
cameras.
Yep. The live stream part of it is a whole thing in itself.
Yeah. So that's all five, right?
That's all of them.
Yeah. So that's the 5 layers. So we're going to walk you through it real quick. So we start with set design, and we got some different things going on. You can see them in like this main shot. And you know, we have our background. We've tried several different things over time on the backgrounds. Mm-hmm. Now we got this like little barn thing up here.
Before it started with a very basic set. Like it was just the walls, nothing back here, I remember, and just the shelf.
A table and some lighting.
That's right, yeah. And over time, it just kind of grew to like just stuff, honestly, stuff that was found just around the place. Just kind of like, hey, this looks really nice. You want to throw this here? And that's just how the basic set design just...
Right. And it doesn't have to be super elaborate. And we'll do some more videos in the future about all of these different component parts. But today, we just want to give you an overview of what we're doing. So that's an idea of the set. And you can use lighting and different things to set the ambiance. Mm-hmm. So lighting comes in kind of two different forms, if you will. You have the actual practical lighting, and then you have the ambiance lighting.
Yep.
And we have a lantern softbox with a Godox 60 on it, and then we have the Aperture 300D.
Yep.
With a big softbox there. We have another Godox 60W. Lighting up the tech area, because that's something that we found we've incorporated in our tech team into the show, and it really made kind of a more immersive experience for the audience.
Yeah, definitely. For audio, we are right now using, we have 5 of these SM7Bs, Shure microphones, 3 of them for us here, and then 2 of them for the tech side as well.
Yeah.
And then as backup microphones right now, we're using SM58s in case we have just...
Also Shure.
Yeah, Shure. It's just in case someone pops in unexpected, we can just get that mic set up really quickly to go.
Yeah, yeah. And then as far as cameras go, we have actually right now on set, we have 6 cameras, one to kind of film us doing a behind the scenes type camera, which is this one I'm pointing at right now.
Yep.
And then our normal set is just a 5 camera set. We have 1 camera for the tech crew to incorporate them in, as we talked about. And then we have, for the main primary cameras, we have three different shots, 1 for each of the hosts, and then 1 for the guest, which I'm sitting in what would actually be normally the guest spot.
Yep.
And
as for me, I'm in the host set, the co-host seat.
Yeah, right. And then the other host would be sitting right here. Normally, the main host, primary host.
Yep.
The wide shot you see here, that is on a Blackmagic Design Studio Pro 4K. And then the close-up shots of the 2 hosts and the guest are all done on Blackmagic Pocket Cinema 6K Pros. And then the other kind of behind-the-scenes camera is irrelevant, but we're using a Fuji X-T3 for that.
So for audio, we're using the Zoom Podcaster P8, and right now it only has 6 inputs, also 6 outputs for headphones, which is
what I'm wearing here.
We're in right now, and that gives everyone the ability to hear what everyone's kind of present, or what everyone's speaking, whatever they're hearing.
And also, if we play any videos on the show, which we've done before, or if like we bring in Zoom guests, which we have already kind of done some dry runs on, which you guys, if you watch the Lunch Break show, you'll see that in the future.
This also lets them be able to hear us not only when we chime in for different shows, but also in case we need to give them important announcements or different like time limits or any type of thing we need to let them know about. They can hear it through us without having to like stop the show.
Live on the show.
Yeah, exactly.
So we can have like there's an on-air button, and we'll get into that in the future episode, future video talking about that specific board. But we have that Zoom P8, which allows us to talk into these headphones, but not be on the recording at the same time.
Yep. Something else that we do is we do have a TV right behind all the cameras that enables like all the people who are who are here co-hosting or guest, and even the people who are teching, just to be able to see what everything that is going on, all the camera shots that are going on, what's actually being fed live, and that helps give kind of, I think, them kind of sense of ease that they know what's going on.
Right. Well, not only that, but sometimes we incorporate graphics or pictures and stuff, or not like every single show we do. So without that kind of monitor, they wouldn't be able to view that.
Yep.
And then we're using a ATEM Mini Extreme ISO. We're recording all of this on that right now. And we also use that to stream and switch and everything else. And then that's what feeds our monitoring, and our feeds our live stream, does all that stuff. Before we had used a ATEM Mini, just a regular ATEM Mini, which is only a 4-channel board, but then we had to, or 4-channel switcher, sorry. But we had to upgrade to a ATEM Mini Extreme ISO for several reasons. Which we'll get into that in a later video, but suffice to say that's what we're using now. And then for our live stream, we use the live stream service, livestream.com, to stream out. There's not really any particular reason that we use that service, but we can go into different options and stuff in future shows for that. But then we have a server that kind of takes in everything that we're outputting from the switcher and then sends that out to the internet when we do our actual live shows. So is there anything you want to add to any of that, Nate?
No, I think it's just a basic overview of what we're doing here, and for at least the show lunch break.
Yeah, cool. And then we're going to do some more videos for you guys here in the near future, going over each one of these component parts, and there's a lot of stuff to digest here. But
and especially upgrades we'll be making to our set as well in different areas.
Yeah, the reasons why we use all the stuff that we use, how to implement it, and all of those things we're going to be covering for all of you guys. So, and if you have any questions on anything that we do, go ahead and drop them in the comments on this video, or you can message us on Facebook or Instagram, and make sure and click on subscribe to catch our updates. Click the bell so you get all of our future updates on all these videos, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.
See you.